Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to create the login of the application. So let's go back to our project in here. So we're going to add another form. So add and then Windows form, and then we will name this one as FRM login. Okay. So first we are going to set the property of this of the form, and then afterwards we will add some controls or some objects inside our form. So start position should be center screen, and then maximize box and minimize box. We'll set it to false, and then we'll set the border style to um, fixed tool window there. Okay, and now we're going to put some design, okay, in our login form. So my theme is orange, so I'm going to put a label. Okay, and then I will set the auto size property of the label be false, and then I'm going to resize this one. Okay, and then I will remove the text, and I will change the back color. I will find some color here, dark orange, dark orange. Okay, and then I'm going to put if you want to put a logo here, so let's try also to put a picture box, and then we will put the logo of your app here if you have. So I will change the image of the picture box. So I will use my picture here, and then I am going to change uh, the size mode of the picture box to stretch image there. Then you can resize it like that. Okay, and then of course you can also put some label here. So let's change the back color also of our label. We'll make it dark orange also. Okay, and then let's change the fore color to white, and then let's change the text example copyright. 2015 I teach, and then let's change the font. Let's make it more visible. Make it 12. Okay, I will just make it 10 and then bold. Okay, and then another one, I will copy this one and paste it here, and I will change the text also. So you can put any text you want to put it here. Okay, all rights reserved. Okay, I will just unbold it here, so that I will just unbold it so that it will not be so much visible in our application. I'll make it regular there. Okay, then we are going to put text box or label and text box. So label. Okay, I forgot to change the font of this one. I will make it 12 also. Okay, and then I will just resize it. We'll just resize everything here like this. Resize, and then I will resize this one also. Okay, I will adjust this. Okay, and then this will be the username, and we have the password. Okay, so you can also put logo here. Let's put picture box here, and then we'll put some logo. Okay, so let's change the image of the picture box, and then we will put logo. So let's try to use it. So you can download free icons if you want, or you can also make your own. And then the stretch property, the size mode should set to stretch image. Okay, let's make it proportion there. So username, and then we also have the password, and then let's put text boxes here. Okay, let's resize the form, even the objects inside the form, and then this one, then let's copy also. So this will be our password. Okay, and then this one, we will rename this one to txt user, txt user name, and this one will be txt password, txt password. Okay, and let's add some buttons. So I will just copy the buttons from AE user, these buttons here, and then I will just modify the text and the icons here. Okay, let's make them uniform. I will adjust this one. Okay, and then there I will adjust this also. Okay, and then we are going to add um, data grid view. So we'll just copy also the data grid view here, and then let's place it here, and then we are going to hide this one. Okay, so we will be using this one to check the available username and password in our database or our table. Okay, so I will change the text of the button. So this is btn login. Okay, and then I will change the text to login, and then the image, which is the image clear, and then import this one login. Okay, so now we're going to um, add also the splash screen. So upon clicking login, and if the user is valid, the splash screen will show. Okay, usually the splash screen is used to give the user some of the uh, description, okay, or identity of your application. So I'm going to make another form here. I will add another Windows form, and then splash. Okay, and then I'm going to change the um, with start position to center screen, and then we are going to remove the uh, border. So form border style will be set to none. Okay, and then I'm going to put a picture box here. Okay, okay, and then we will change the image of the picture box. So I will use the same picture here, but of course you can make your own. Then the size mode, stretch image. Okay, and then we are going to add timer in here, timer, so that after 3 seconds, okay, so after 3 seconds the splash screen will become invisible, or it will close after 3 seconds. So 3 seconds means you're going to use 3000, because 1000 is equivalent to 1 second. Okay, so let's go back to our login form, our login, and then in here we're going to um, make a function here. So every time you click the login, it will execute the sub here, sub let's say verify record, verify record. Okay, so we will put this one here. Okay, and even in your key press event of your txt user or txt password here in our login form. Okay, in its key press event. Okay, so we are going to put this one, select case e dot keycar, and then case convert. So we are going to convert the enter key. Okay, its key ASCII is 13 dot to car, then to car 13, and then verify record case convert that to car. So this one, if the user will press the single quote, because sometimes this will create error in our SQL statement, okay, in executing the SQL statement. So we are going to avoid this one. So if the user will press a single quote, and then we are going to set it to 0 so that it will not accept that character. So convert that to car 0. Okay, so we will copy this, and then we will also put this one in our um, txt password key press event. Okay, there. So now we are going to code now in our um, verify record here, this function. So we are going to select, okay, record from our table. Okay, so remember this one, our table here. Okay, we have TBL users here. Okay, TBL users there. Okay, so this time we will change the name of this one, data grid view, to DG. Okay, DG check. Let's say DG check. Okay, and then let's go back to our code. Verify the verify function. We're going to use the field data grid, and then select asterisk from TBL users where, let me check this one, username and keyword, where username equals one txt username trim txt dot text, and then and keyword keyword equals trim txt password dot text. Okay, and then we will use the dg check. Okay, there. And then we are going to count if the record is greater than 0. Okay, so if dg check is greater than 0, that row count is greater than 0, then it means that the user exists in our database. Okay, so we are going to check first if the password entered by the user is really the same with the password in our database, because if you do this one, the SQL server will still, okay, look for the same password even if the password is not in its proper case. Example, this one, sample. So even if you put capital letters, still the SQL server or our database can still search the record. Okay, so even if it's capital letters, example, capital S and then small a m p l e, still it can find a record. Okay, so to check that one, to verify if they match the same characters, we're going to put another text box in our login. I will just copy this two here, this one here. Okay, and then we will rename this one to txt password check v check. Okay, and then uh, we will pass the value of the password here in this text box, and then we are going to compare it in the uh, value of this one. Okay, so in our login form, so we will assign that value of the txt uh, password check that text equals dg check that current row that cells. So let's check 0 1 2 3 columns 3, so cells 3 dot value. Okay, and then in here we're going to check if the the value of your password check is the same. Okay, so if uh, txt check txt password dot text equals txt check dot text, then we're going to log in to our system. Okay, so else it will not let you log into your um, uh, system or application. Okay, in here we're going to notify the user if the password doesn't match, okay, in the password that is saved in our database. Okay, so we're going to put some label here. Okay, I put some label here. So I will use this label to notify the user. So if the user entered the wrong password or username, this one will become visible. Okay, so I will change the back color to white, and then the text will become red. Sorry, this one red, and then we will change the text also. So this is label LBL not or LBL error. Okay, and then we will change the text of this one. Okay, so let's say authentication authentication failed, check your user or password. Okay, this one. So let's put it in the center. Okay, so this is the visibility is false. Okay, then in here we are going to put the code here again. So if the password and txt check do not match, then it will notify the user. Okay, so simply we are going to make the label visible. So lbl error dot visible equals true. Okay, and then uh, in here, if the password and the text check are the same, we're going to show the splash screen here. Splash screen. Okay, so in here is splash. Okay, is splash dot show, and then we are going to hide the login form. Okay, login form. And me that hide equals okay, that's it. Me that hide. Okay, so let's try this one first. Okay, so I will set the property of this one. So the first form to show will be the login form. Let's try to run. Okay, so what's in here? Our database, sample. So sample. Okay, there. Okay, so let's put some code in our splash screen now. Okay, so the login form is already working. So let's put code in our uh, splash screen. Okay, now we're going to put the code in our splash screen. Okay, in the timer here, timer 1. Okay, we're going to show the MDI main dot show, and then timer 1 dot enabled equals true, equals false. So we are going to disable the timer, and then me dot close. So the splash screen will be closed after this one. Okay, so let's go back to our timer. Let's see if it's already enabled. So one should be enabled equals true. Okay, so let's try it. Let's run our application and then sample, then log in. Okay, so after 3 seconds, the MDI form uh, was displayed. Okay, so we are going to change also the property of our login form in here, login form. So let's change this one. So we will use the I will set this one, use system password car to hide the characters of our um, password. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, so sample. Okay, enter. Okay, here. Okay, so now let's also add some modification also in our MDI form. So upon login, the user will be displayed also in the MDI form to know who is the current user of the system. Okay, so let's try that one. Let's go back. Let's go to MDI main, and then we're going to add status strip here, and let's add four labels. Okay, and then let's set this one. So this will be the label for the user. Okay, LBL user, and then let's say this will be the date. So LBL date, and then this will be the, if you want also to put if the like design only, for design only, so you're going to put the numlock or caps lock here. Okay, so LBL num for numlock, and LBL caps for the caps lock. Okay, so we will set also the property of this one to spring. Spring is true, and then we're going to change the font of the status strip. Font would be, okay, let's make it 12. Okay, and then let's change the property also, the border style, uh, sunken, border size all. Okay, border style, you can select all of this one, all of the labels, and we'll change it at once. So sunken, and then all. Okay, that's it. So if you run this one, this application, okay, sample. Okay, there. So you can see it here. Okay, so let's try to pass the value of our username to the value of this one. Okay, so in our login form, we are going to declare variables here like dim s um, let's say uname as a string. Okay, so in here we're going to um, pass the value. So s as uname equals dgcheck. Okay, this one dgcheck dot current row. Okay, we check the current row that cells. So username is 012. So 2 here. Okay, so in our login form, we are going in our MDI form. Okay, we're going to um, put the code here in the after the changing of the color of the back color of the MDI form. We're going to put the code here. So lbl user dot text equals frm login dot s uname. Okay, I forgot to change this one to public. Let's change the declaration here, public. Okay, so in here dot s uname. Okay, so let's try to run our application. So sample. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, it gets the value of the user of the current user. So of course you can also um, modify this one. You can add like this. So current user. Okay, and then okay. So this one, instead of getting the username, we will change also. We will get the full name. Okay, so let's change this our login form. So we'll change this one to 101. Okay, so that the username, the full name will be displayed here instead of the username. Let's try it again. Sample. Okay, there, current user sample. Okay, so also if you want to put the date in the status strip, okay, well, let's go to MDI form also, and then we are going to put it here. So the current date today. So lbl date dot text equals the current date. Okay, let's say date, and then we are going to concatenate. So format date time, and then now the current date. Okay, and then long date. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, sample. Okay, so this is day to day. Okay, so we're going also to change um, the text in your caps lock and num lock. Okay, so in our MDI form, we are going to add timers. If the user will change the status, the num lock or caps lock, we are going to change the text here. Okay, so let's put timer. So we will enable this one. So 100. Okay, so that will be fast. Okay, and then in here we're going to uh, test if my dot computer dot keyboard dot caps lock. Okay, then okay, lbl caps dot text equals okay, caps lock and then on, sorry, on, okay, else, sorry, else, we'll copy this one, and then caps lock is off. Okay, also with the uh, numlock. Okay, so in here, numlock, then lbl numlock, lbl and then numlock is off. Okay, so let's try it. Sample, sample, okay, and then in here, as you can see here, okay, so numlock is off, and then caps lock, if you press it, okay, it will change it here. Okay, there. Okay, now let's go back to our login form. Okay, so in our login form, I told you a while ago that if the password do not match with the exact characters, it should trap the user. It will notify the user. So let's try it here. Sample, and then I will make capital letter sample. Okay, so as you can see here, it found a record, but the text here is capital. This one is capital S, and this one is small s, so um, uh, they don't match. Okay, so authentication failed. Correct your username or password. Okay, so if I will change this one, so after putting the password, we should make this empty. Okay, so let's go back to our form. Upon logging in, we're going to uh, set the text of the password. Txt password dot text equals, and then empty, and then txt password dot focus. Let's try it again. Sample, then all caps, sample, enter, there. Okay, so you can type again here, sample, sample. Okay, what if the user will enter wrong password multiple times? So we should limit it until 3. Okay, so let's try this one. So you will count, okay, if the user entered 3 times, so you will now terminate the program. Okay, so let's do it. So we will declare a variable here, dim, sorry, static ctr as integer, and then we will use it here if they are if the password is wrong. Okay, if it's wrong, then ctr equals ctr plus 1. It will add 1, and then if ctr, okay, if it's greater than 2, it means it's already 3. Okay, greater than 2, then msg box, okay, access denied, access denied. And then we are going to put it, we will go to the next line using this one, vb crlf, and then we'll concatenate with this one. We should close this. So you have entered or you have reached, sorry, you have reached the the maximum number of attempts. Okay, and then next line again, vbcrlf rlf, and then click OK to terminate the program. OK, and then uh, critical, and then OK only, and then the title would be login. Okay, and then end. So the program will now end after clicking OK. Okay, so let's try it. Sample, then any letter, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so access denied. We have reached the maximum number of attempts. Click OK to terminate the program. There. Okay, so that's how you do the login. So let's just fix this. Okay, so just okay. So let's try it again. Okay, so this one. Okay, so sample. Okay, I will enter wrong password there. So sample, correct password there, and then here. So let me just change this one. Instead of using the minute close, we are going to use end. So if the user will click cancel, the program should end. So like this one. Okay, so that's all for this video. So please follow me in my next video because we shall be doing the combo box. So we are going to retrieve a record from database and then we will put it in our combo box. Okay, so that's it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That's all, and goodbye.